I want to tell you how to generate video on notebook LLM. So, like I told you, let me delete this first. On notebook LLM, the first thing you do, you add your source. Already told us. Let's look at this now. So if we create a notebook, like if you come here, you're going to create a new notebook. Once you create a new notebook, the first thing you want to do is to add your source. Let me do mathematics now. So once I add my source, it's going to read my source. The first thing I will come with is space. Configure notebook, how you want it to add. No, I want it for here. So I have a prompt I've generated, so I will go to my this and look at it. So I like this. I use AI to generate it. So let's go here. I'm gonna put this here and let's put default. Save. So this is our stuff. So we can now click video generation. We put auto. No need to do this. The thing should just do its own way. I need to choose this. Or you can also use AI to generate this too. So it's gonna take time to generate. So let's pause and come back when it's done. So we have our video ready. We download it so that we can just play it and see how it goes. So I will give it time to download this. My network is slow. If you look here, the prompt I used was adjusted, right? And it's a different book. So look at the prompt. You have to get the exact prompt. Let me bring where I got the prompt for Gemini. So this was the previous prompt. And I had to say, okay, add question selling website as actual whatever. Then it did that. Let me expand. I also say the voiceover. Ensure it's a Nigeria voice and all those kind of stuff. So we want to look at the output. So I should download this and once it is downloaded, okay, it's downloaded. Let me open the file. So I will play it and
Welcome to this explainer. You know, if you've ever stared at a page full of text and wondered how all those random squiggles somehow turn into epic stories and fascinating ideas, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're not just reading. We're treating our English lesson like a full-on, top-secret code-breaking session. We're diving into the official Week 1 Basic 6 curriculum, and I am super excited to guide you through it. So, let's crack the code of the English language. Think about a massive brick castle for a second. You literally can't build it without starting with single, solitary bricks, right? Well, in language, our bricks are the alphabet. We're starting with these foundational building blocks, individual letters. On their own, an A, a B, or a C is just a single sound. But when they start teaming up, that is when the real magic happens. They build syllables, then words, then sentences, and eventually, towering books of knowledge. Here's our map for today's explainer. 1. Complex consonant blends. 2. Digraphs and trigraphs. 3. Concepts of print. 4. Instead, you can still hear the every single letter. Take STR. 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 Squish them together and you get stir, as in string. Or SPR. 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 Spur. Like 2 letters went in, but only 1 sound comes out. We actually have 2 specific names for this morphing process. Chip, CH in chair, TH in thumb, and PH making that F sound in phone. Once you're on the page, these 4 features act as road-level map knowledge, a fully ticked checklist for you. You have successfully cracked the code of week 1. You've mastered how letters blend, how they morph into entirely new sounds, and how to confidently navigate your way through the layout of an entire book. That is a massive achievement for sure. We've covered a lot of ground today, but this is really Jing's story.
So this is it. So what do we need to do now?
Welcome to this explainer.
What we need to do now is what they call it. We need to move to the next, which is
They just say their sounds really.
to cover this. Sorry. The next thing we need to do is to remove those templates. To remove the watermark, which we are going to remove, right? The watermark, to remove the stuff. We can also change the voice, but I don't think that will be necessary. We have to remove the notebooklm watermark and replace it with gracious learning. I want to put gracious learning, what they call it. So another thing I want to do is this prompt. So there is this what they call it. So we want to create what we call a intro and outro. So I'm going to upload an image, gracious learning image. So I'll find that image now. I want to create an intro and outro. So it's very simple. This what is it called? This VOTV. So let's assume this. Create an intro and outro of for videos using this logo and add gracious learning website the website. So we want to add that. Let me copy. So this gracious learning website. Oh. This is not working, so let me cancel and find which grok. Okay, let me use grok. Okay, so I would come back to my Google here and copy this for, let's use grok. I want to add the logo. That's the gracious learning logo. So once I get the logo, let's see. Hopefully, we pray that grok work because most video generation are not free. So we have added it and boom. Oh, why is grok? I think we have used our free plan for grok. So let's go to another this. Let's try it here. Grok. It's like they give you one uh, video per account. It's so painful, but you have to just do that. Control Z. Let's go here. Control C. So Control Z. Add image. Upload. We'll go through the same process. Yeah, I also have prepared the image in a easy place, but come on. Sign in. I'll sign up anyway. I use Google as always. The beautiful thing about Grok is that you can create multiple accounts with email. That's one of the beautiful things about Grok. So now that we have signed in, let's do that process again. So crazy sometimes, but you just have to be patient, right? So here we are. Beautiful, okay. Hey, what am I doing? Sorry. Oh, I made a mistake. I should have selected self now by 16. But this was not what I wanted, but it's a big fuck up. So let's so instead of us to use this, let's just do that's quite simple, sure. So okay. Now I would have made it a what they call it. So I think I like the sound, but the problem is the size. So now let's take our video to Capcut. So I will go to Capcut. Let me just go Capcut. So I edited the video to remove some watermarks and to add intro and outro. Firstly, we edited this from grok, but grok didn't give us a 9.16:9, which was the mistake I made. So I had to put this background under. So this background, when I place it under this, I place this plain white background. So give me the 16.9. I resize it. So I add this effect, which is on. So all these edges has been covered, and I resized this, and everything worked well. So this is the main video, right?
Welcome to this explainer.
I place it
If
at
you've
the
ever
middle.
stared at a page full of text
So
and
if I do it like this, you're going to see that, okay, I repeated this intro and outro. I just copied it and placed it here. So if you come to the end here,
code next, the whole world of books is wide open
you
to
are going
you.
to also
Go out there
experience
and
the
start reading.
intro and outro too. The same thing. So that's why they are just TV import here. When you come here, you are going to see this text, gracious learning. It's for watermark and also to cover Gemini watermark. If I open this video
Welcome to this explainer. If
and
you've
I come
ever
to
stared at a
here,
page
like
full of text and
here, you are going to see this Gemini watermark throughout most part of this video. Look at it, Gemini watermark. It's consistent in all over the video, Gemini watermark. So I had to cover it. That's why I did this test. You see this test, gracious learning test. It was to cover the watermark. Then
Welcome to this explainer.
I will show you something else. At the end of the video, you are going to see a
Powerful building blocks. What amazing story. What fascinating mystery. Or what incredible
you are
new
going to see
skill will you decode
something.
next? The whole world of
You
books
are
is
going to see
wide open to
the
you.
attribute of
Go
Gemini.
out there and start
We
reading.
have to crop it out. So look at this attribute now. This is Gemini attribute. I had to crop this part out. Right. So if you go to my video now, this is the ending part. You'll not see that I cropped it out. So
the whole world of books is wide open to you. Go out there and start reading.
So that is the simple this and I did. So then I will export. So that's all. And we have a full video.
Welcome to this explainer. If you've ever stared at a page full of text and wondered how all those random squiggles somehow turn into epic stories and fascinating ideas, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're not just reading. We're treating our English lesson like a full-on, top-secret code-breaking session. We're diving into the official Week 1 Basic 6 curriculum, and I am super excited to guide you through it. So, let's crack the code of the English language. Think about a massive brick castle for a second. You literally can't build it without starting with single, solitary bricks, right? Well, in language, our bricks are the alphabet. We're starting with these foundational building blocks, individual letters. On their own, an A, a B, or a C is just a single sound. But when they start teaming up, that is when the real magic happens. They build syllables, then words, then sentences, and eventually, towering books of knowledge. Here's our map for today's explainer. 1. Complex consonant blends. 2. Digraphs and trigraphs. 3. Concepts of print. 4. Navigating text features. And 5. A quick exercise to test your knowledge. Let's get into it. Section 1. Complex consonant blends. Letters joining forces. Okay, so a complex consonant blend is really just a group of consonants that are pronounced together, right next to each other in a word. The absolutely crucial point here is that they don't create a brand new sound. Instead, you can still hear the distinct sound of every single letter in the team. They just say their sounds really, really quickly together. They're basically the ultimate cooperative team of the alphabet. Let's look at a few examples and notice how you can hear every single letter. Take STR. STR. ST. Squish them together and you get stir, as in string, or SPR, 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 spur, like in spray. We've also got THR, giving us thur for three, and SCR blending into skr for scream. When you make those sounds, you can literally feel your mouth moving through each individual letter, blending them together seamlessly. Moving right along to Section 2, digraphs and trigraphs, morphing into a new sound. Now we're leveling up our building blocks. Here, letters aren't just blending and keeping their own identities anymore. Oh no, they are completely morphing into a brand new single identity. It's kind of like linguistic alchemy. When you see an S and an H team up, you don't say s, sh. You just make one smooth, unified sound, sh. Two letters went in, but only one sound comes out. We actually have two specific names for this morphing process, and it just depends on how many letters are involved. A digraph is when exactly two letters team up to make one sound. Think di for two. A trigraph, on the other hand, is when three letters join forces to make exactly one sound. Tri means three, like a tricycle. But in both cases, the end result is just one solitary sound. For our two-letter digraphs, we've got SH in ship, CH in chair, TH in thumb, and PH making that F sound in phone. Pretty fascinating, right? Now look at the trigraphs. Three whole letters, one tiny sound. TCH makes the ch sound in catch. You don't even hear the T at all. And DGE makes the just sound in bridge. You don't hear the D. They completely morph into one single sound. All right, Section 3, Concepts of Print, zooming out to the book. So, now that we've totally mastered the tiny micro-level sounds that make up words, let's zoom out. We're moving to the macro level to look at how entire books are structured. Think of a book not just as pages of text, but as a map. And just like you need to know how to read a map so you don't get lost in a new city, we need to know how to navigate the important parts of a book so we can find exactly what we need quickly and efficiently. Here are the 4 crucial compass points for navigating any informational book. First up, the title page. This is your formal introduction. It tells you the exact title, the author, and the publisher. Next, the table of contents. This is usually at the very front, and it lists all the chapters in order, telling you exactly how the book's journey unfolds. Then we have the index. Typically tucked away at the very back, it's an alphabetical list of specific topics and the exact page numbers where you can find them. It's honestly like the book's built-in search engine. Finally, the glossary. Also usually at the back, it acts as a mini dictionary just for that specific book, defining all those tricky new words you might encounter along the way. Section 4. Navigating text features. Understanding books better. Let's drill down just a little bit closer. Once you use your table of contents or index to get to the right page, how do you navigate the actual page itself without getting totally overwhelmed by a wall of words? Well, you use text features. Once you're on the page, these 4 features act as road signs on your reading highway. Headings tell you the main topic of a whole section. Subheadings break that big topic down into smaller, bite-sized chunks. Captions are those helpful little tour guides hanging out right underneath pictures, explaining exactly what you're looking at. And labels are the direct arrows pointing to specific parts of a diagram. If you pay attention to these road signs, your reading comprehension is going to skyrocket because they instantly point out what's most important. And finally, Section 5. Test your knowledge, the Codebreaker Challenge. All right, it is time to put all those building blocks, blends, and maps to the test and see just how quickly we can decode these. Grab your mental pencil because it's time to run through a rapid-fire recap. Question 1. Fill in the blank. The blend in the word string is STR. You can hear all 3 consonant sounds blending together perfectly. S, t, string. Question 2. The digraph in the word ship is SH. The S and the H morph together to give us that single, unified sh sound. Question 3. Let's test that macro-level map knowledge. A page showing a book's chapters is called the table of contents. It lays out the whole journey for you, chapter by chapter. Next up, write 3 words with spur and 3 with 3. Besides spray and 3, you might have thought of spring, sprint, thread, or thrill. Finally, a really quick theory check to lock it all in. What is a digraph? It's when 2 letters make one sound. And if I asked you to mention 3 text features, you could have said headings, subheadings, captions, or labels. Look at that! A gold star and a fully ticked checklist for you. You have successfully cracked the code of week 1. You've mastered how letters blend, how they morph into entirely new sounds, and how to confidently navigate your way through the layout of an entire book. That is a massive achievement for sure. We've covered a lot of ground today, but this is really just the beginning of the adventure. Because the best part about mastering the mechanics of reading isn't just passing a quiz, it's what it unlocks. You now hold the master keys. So I'm going to leave you with this one thought. Now that you have these powerful building blocks, what amazing story, what fascinating mystery, or what incredible new skill will you decode next? The whole world of books is wide open to you. Go out there and start reading.